to another Vlogmas video. So today we're going to talk about my dating pet peeves. So I want everybody to be real active in this particular video because I need to know. Let me know what your dating pet peeves are down below. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new here, welcome here. Make sure y'all watch my old videos to catch up on my personality, just to see who I am and if you would love it here. So you're gonna love it here though. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all my OGs who've been here, make sure y'all like and comment. That's the whole point of the videos, is for us to interact. So let's get to interacting, y'all. When y'all see me looking down, I'm looking at my other phone because I wrote down all my pet peeves. So number 1 and number 2 are like, if you got any of these two, I can't. This is like literally non-negotiable. Okay. Number 1, I hate liars. Okay. Lying to me is just so unnecessary, and it's because like I'm such a laid back person. I'm cool as heck, just laid back, very understanding. Now that doesn't mean I'm a pushover. I'm not a pushover, but I just understand life. I understand things on a deeper level than people give me credit for in the past, and that's why they're just not here. I don't mess with liars. I'm scared of liars actually, because just imagine somebody lying about things and then it adds up to them just lying about everything. That's scary, because if you lie about something, if you lie to me, you will steal from me, you will put my life in jeopardy. I can't have that kind of nonsense around me because it's really uncalled for. I feel like everybody should live in their truth, and you are who you are, and the right people will accept you exactly for who you are. You're not going to have to change a lot of things about yourself. Will you have to better yourself? Yes, but change yourself is crazy. So, just be in environments where you are going to be accepted for who you are, so you don't have to be out here lying, because lying is just a non-negotiable for me. Like I said, I found out some crazy things about people, and I just be like, wow, you had a whole family, and you had a whole other girlfriend? It's crazy. Like it's just unnecessary stuff, y'all. After I find out that you've been lying, I don't even want to deal with you no more. Cold turkey. I'm cold. Like I'm way worse than Antarctica cold. I don't play. So number 2, bad hygiene. Baby, you can't smell like onions. You can't smell like you just got off work. You can't smell like you just don't take care of yourself. And I feel like bad hygiene is number 2 on my list because I take care of myself. I mean, I smell like that girl every day. I'm talking about shower, straight out the shower, moisturizing my skin. I scrub my skin in the shower to get that, that nice buttery soft feeling. I don't know. The epitome of how a woman should be and take care of herself. I don't play about my self-care. And I'm just a routine person when it comes to a lot of things. And one of them is my self-care. I gotta be looking good, smelling good, feeling good at all times. And honestly, guys, I know I be joking when I say it, but when you do not take care of yourself, your attitude reflects that. So if you don't take a shower every day, you don't brush your teeth, you don't take time to do your hair, your attitude is reflecting that. I'm not being funny when I say that. So you need to get it done, because when you don't do these things, people be real nasty in person. They just got a bad attitude, and it's because you're not taking care of yourself. If you're putting other people before yourself and neglecting your hygiene, that's a problem, babe. You don't love yourself, and nobody's gonna love you either. Nobody's gonna love you either. Will they use you? Absolutely. But will they love you? That's a stretch. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. That's a pet. That number 2 dating pet peeve is serious, okay? If I go on a date with somebody and they stink, you will never hear from me again. I'm gonna be polite and everything, because you don't never have to be rude to people. It's a certain way to do everything, and everybody can't take constructive criticism. So I just rather just not talk to you again, because you knew you was coming on this date and you knew you should have smelled a certain way. So I don't know. Whew, the next one, y'all. And this one, I don't know. But anywho, the next one is can't hold a conversation. The moment somebody wants to talk to me, they're already being evaluated. So if you text me WYD all day, how was your day? Those are rhetorical, repetitive questions, guys. And I'm not difficult in a way of like the way we have to conversate, but I just feel like certain things, we're grown, y'all. I want somebody to call me and we can hold a conversation just naturally for like 5 hours. Don't gotta force it. I'm a don't have to force it kind of girl. If I gotta force it, I'm not doing it. I'm not looking to lead the conversation. I've done so much leading that I'm trying to fall back and just, have somebody who wants to be intertwined and wants to have a great conversation. I'm not finna lead everything. I'm just, you know, when you are so used to doing everything, you just be like, nah, that's a deal breaker for me. The conversation just gotta automatically just be set it off kind of vibes, where it's just already going and flowing, and we talking for hours and hours about any and everything. That's the kind of girl I am. I'm not an on the surface kind of girl, so I don't get along well with people who are on the surface. You don't have no emotional intelligence. You don't, you know, you're just dry, and you know, you just don't have no feelings and all of that. I can't mesh well with people like that, because I have everything. Literally, I feel everything, so I'm able to hold a great conversation. We can talk about whatever. It's no limits with me. No limit. Next is not receiving queen treatment. Y'all know I call myself Queen P, and I call myself Queen P for a reason. It's not, you know, just to just be saying it. Now, Queen P definitely has a lot of meaning behind it. It's the way I treat myself, the way I feel about myself, the way I carry myself. When you see me in real life, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's a queen for sure. Ain't no question about it. So when someone doesn't treat me how I present myself, I feel like it's an insult to me. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna press you or nothing. I don't press no one. You don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I'm gonna do it, and then somebody else who's really interested in me is gonna do it. I don't have to beg nobody to. You see the quality, you know. So I don't tend to I don't get along well with people who, you know, try to devalue who you are. So yes, I like queen treatment, because for one, and also I'm that kind of girl that loves to give my person king treatment as well, or not even just a man, just anybody in my life in general. You're getting that treatment as my friend and whatever. I spoil people in my life because I don't have any people in my life. So if you're in my life, I'm gonna treat you how I feel about you. So don't come around here trying to, you know, change up the program, because I'm just gonna subtract you out of the program. That's it. That's it. It's that easy with me. Next is not being a gentleman. I like doors open. I like gifts. I like for someone to show me that, you know what I'm saying, you the king. You a king. I want you to, you know, walk in your entire purpose. Like, before you approach me, you got to be the best version of yourself, or it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work for me. Even if a man is upset with me, I still expect him to be a gentleman. I'm not looking for someone to, you know, walk in front of me and leave me behind like I don't matter anymore because you're upset. That's a turn off for me. I need somebody, even if, you know, y'all ever seen those relationship videos on TikTok or whatever, and they be doing the funny videos where when you mad at your girl, but you still love her, so you do everything for her still, like y'all, like handing the keys, like, or when they in the shower and they need a towel. Yeah, it needs to be that. I don't get along with men who try to match energy and things like that. No, still treat me like your queen, because you know you still love me. You just mad at me right now. Still open my door, still make sure I move, still make sure I get into the building safely. I don't play that. That's not gentleman-like. That's not a man. That's a little boy if they do that to you. I'm just letting you know. Keep your discernment high and keep your feelings at a minimum. Because when you talk about wanting to get the best out of life, you got to put your feelings to the side. F your feelings. F your feelings. I'm just being real. Next is trauma bonding. I am not a trauma bonder any longer. I did that, you know, back in the day, you know, when you're not healed and you're still healing yourself, you know, you tend to gravitate to people who can, you know, relate to the things you've been through and all of those things. I don't even come to the table talking about what I've been through. I don't tell people anything about past relationships. I just always say it don't work out. I'm not looking to understand what you went through in your past relationship. All I'm trying to do is move forward. I'm not taking no hint. I'm not taking no hits because of what somebody else did. I'm not feeling bad for you because of your past and what you've been through. We've all been through something. The goal needs to be moving towards growth. You cannot grow still hindering yourself from things that happened to you from back in the day. We all done been through a lot. I have been through a lot, and I still am a light to everybody that I come in contact with. I don't play the low vibration things and, you know, oh, you know, well, I'm so used to the X, Y, and Z, so I do this. No, I don't care. Go to therapy. We have so many outlets to get things done, and people need to start holding themselves accountable for the things that they allow to still come with them in their older years. Because a lot of people, this is what happens when you trauma bond. When you trauma bond so much, you're basically putting yourself as the victim. And mind you, yes, you probably were the victim back in the day, but you were supposed to heal all of that so you can move forward and really grow like a plant in real life. You're not growing, you're stagnant. So, you know, you've made yourself the victim and you're very manipulative, narcissism, you know, all those things come to play because you haven't healed yourself. You need to do that in order to move forward. I don't relate to people like that. I'll automatically cut people off like that because I know that you're coming into my life to try to suck the life out of me and drain me. And possibly you're hoping that I don't know my value in this situation so you can just get the most out of me. I don't like succulent vampires. That's what I call them because that's exactly what it is. You're not looking to grow in life. You're looking to be stagnant. You're looking to use your manipulation to get what you want out of life instead of having to actually be a go-getter and go get it. So make sure y'all know the signs of a trauma bond and avoid it. Because that's definitely a pet peeve of mine. That's a dating pet peeve. Don't ask me, you know, girls ain't XYZ, girls ain't shit, men ain't, well, you're not ready to date. You haven't done the work. You're not ready to date. That's all that's telling me in my head. You're not ready to date. I don't care what happened in your past life. I'm not your past. I'm not your ex. None of that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's not how I'm trying to bind. Those are definitely my dating pet peeves, guys. So now I'm going to tell y'all 2 of my worst dating experiences. Number 1. Ooh, y'all, this one is juicy, okay? You almost effed around and found out, but I kept it classy. I kept it gangster, I should say, because, baby, the gangster wanted to come out. But, so, you know, this guy approached me or whatever. And, you know, he was such a gentleman, very articulate. He knew how to, you know, express himself. He was, like, the conversation just was natural. I love that. It's very hard to find people that you can really just conversate with naturally. So it's not an easy thing to find. So he asked me on a date and I said, yeah. So it comes to the date, you know, we done talked all the way up until the date, get to the date. You know, we conversating, having a great time, ordered our food and drinks and things like that. So he asked me like, do you have any children? And I'm like, oh no, I don't have no kids. Do you have any kids? You know, you told me how many kids you got. I said, oh, okay. And I said, how old are your kids? I always ask this. And said the baby, you know, he told me all his kids' age, and he said the baby was 8 months. I said, are you still with her, or, you know, y'all co-parenting? What's tea? He paused for 2 minutes. Already knew what was up. I already knew. He said, we're still together, but, and then here come all these, but she, you know, she don't listen, she don't do X, Y, and Z, she don't work out, she don't take care of herself, like all these degrading things. Super red flag. Super red flag. Cause why you haven't left, babe? Why you haven't left? Y'all been together for 15 years, why haven't you left? You know, cause in my head, I'm thinking a girl at home thinking everything is perfect. She thinking everything is, you know, peaches and cream. Because I feel like some men really don't know how to verbalize how they feel, or, you know, they still try to stick it out, or, you know, find some use for the woman, so, you know, they let her stay around. I don't believe in things like that. Or maybe she's seeing signs and maybe she just don't want to go nowhere. I don't know. Either way, you shouldn't be on a date with me and you've been in a relationship for 15 years with the mother of your kids and y'all got a newborn. I felt so insulted, like, y'all. I treat myself a certain way for a reason. Just so men, when they see me, they know they gotta come correct. So I know you ain't get that vibe to where you thought I was about to accept some shit like that. Excuse my language. I know I don't really cuss like that on YouTube, but that's how it made me feel, because it was so insulting. I'm like, oh, so you thought that you could approach me with this kind of BS? Like, because I don't even get down like that, you know? So, you know, okay, you know, so we having a little small talk or whatever, eating our food. I'm like, you know, I hit him with I got so much to do. I got a lot to do later on, so I got to get back home and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, I enjoyed myself. I hope I see you again, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Never talk to that man again. So, you know, I've seen him a few times after the fact, and you know, I'm cool. I'm a cool and cordial person. I'm not a disrespectful person. Even if I know I'm not gonna vibe with you no more, I don't gotta disrespect nobody. I don't have to give you no nasty attitude. I can be super cordial and cool, because I know you're not never getting back in. I know you never gonna see me again. So yeah, I mean, like I said, so even if I see you, I'm still gonna give you respect and keep it moving. Okay, you be well. All is well. All well. So yeah, that's the #1 worst date ever in my entire life. Like, I felt so insulted, yo. Like, seriously, I felt so insulted. Next one, I dated someone for quite some time, and he was purely jealous of me and just very envious. Everything I did went unnoticed. And, you know, just not happy with themselves because they weren't doing enough in life. And you know how when somebody, like, they want to see you happy, they just don't want to see you doing better than them. That dating experience, that's exactly what that dating experience was like. And, you know, just trying to devalue me as a woman and make me feel less than, like I'm just not adequate to, you know, who they are. I say it all the time, but I'm very, very nervous of a man being jealous of me. You know, women are catty, you know, they gonna do what they do, but for a man to be jealous, that's very scary. Because I feel like men are very different from women when it comes to jealousy. Like, they do, it's just not the same feeling. Because when a man hates you, it's totally different from when a woman hates you. It's like, it's a very uncomfortable feeling. So I was very uncomfortable. We'll never do that again. So yeah, those are my 2 worst dating experiences. From me to y'all, as ladies, as women, whoever watching me, make sure you put your feelings to the side. F them feelings. Them feelings ain't nothing. They come and go. And usually they linger around when you're not choosing yourself. You're choosing the other person over yourself. So make sure you always choose yourself, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in the next Vlogmas.